Here's the unemployment choo-choo. All right, another edition of the unemployment choo-choo, Jeff, and this is our throwback. And people seem to really enjoy our choo-choo throwbacks.
You know, they're good, and they're good for us, too, because there was so much that we did. Like, our show was so content-heavy, so full of stuff. We talked about so many different things, relatable things, too, okay? But, you know, when we think about back to these topics, we go, oh, man, I can't believe it. And then you listen to it, and unlike some shows, we get a bunch of callers on the show.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah.
It's and not only that, dude, we get calls, we get so much Facebook. And here's the thing. This throwback that we're doing, it's the WIFEY Stash, and we'll get into this. Do you remember the WIFEY Stash?
Oh, I remember the WIFEY Stash, yes. I think it was a conversation. Wasn't it a guy's wife was growing, not that, you know, intentionally growing a mustache, but there was some hair there. And
he was like, should I say something because it grosses me out?
Yeah, tricky.
And it is tricky. And I distinctly remember this discussion because it was one of my finest broadcasting moments. When a lot of
well, you got to at least have one.
I got to have one. If you remember, and for those of you listening, usually when you would start a break, so after a song plays, right? You know, there's a way that you would, like, you wouldn't say something. Some people say, like, oh, it's Hits 106 KHQ. We're talking about, you know, women's mustaches. Well, you know, that's the standard way to do it, Jeff. But I was proud of myself. This whole break starts off with, you got stubble on the double? And
that's spectacular.
I thought stubble on the double was great.
Right, you pulled that one out of the fifth pocket of your Levi's and ran with it.
That's right. That's right. I look. It was my achievement for the week. I was pretty proud.
All right. Well, when you finally get a job in Market 250, I'm going to put on your shirt stubble on the. What is it?
Stubble on the double.
So I'll get you a T-shirt that says that.
Stubble on the double.
Yep, you're in Dubuque.
Dubuque, Iowa, and we got Rizzo and Jeff stubble on the double shirts?
Oh, no, I didn't say me. I said I'll be listening to you while you're in Dubuque, and I'll send you the shirt.
So you're not going to do stubble on the double in Iowa?
No, that's not happening.
Okay, well, listen, let's do this. Let's go back to a time when it was fun. Now, if I recall, Jeff, I absolutely believe that if your wife is growing a mustache, you say, hey, hon, you know, have you been wondering why I haven't been, you know, slipping you the old sausage? Like, you know, this is why. I think you tell her.
Oh, look, here's the thing. There's just certain things that you maybe, I guess, I don't know. Like, you know, if you got something on your lip, you say something, you know, like food or anything like that. But the mustache thing, I feel like you don't say anything because they know that it's there, right?
How do you know? I mean, yes. You
don't look in the mirror and go, okay, so there's a reason why they're keeping it.
Well, so you think a woman's willingly keeping a mustache?
Look, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a real sign of comfort, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. Like, I agree with you that, like, if you see somebody gain weight, you don't say it for a little bit. But if they balloon, Jeff, if they become a buoy, you have to say something. And so if they got a stash growing or a hair, you know, poking out, you got to say something. And I expect that if I or something were to happen to me, that the woman I married would say something too. You have to be able to have those uncomfortable conversations.
I think you got to let it play itself out. I think the mustache thing, you understand that it's there and it's a simple fix. It's not like weight, which takes like forever to get rid of and, you know, to change your whole life. This is nothing but a wax strip and you're gone. So what if you're okay, fine. I hear you. What if you're 3 weeks in and the stash is still there? Do you say it then or what? You know, your argument this whole damn time, and I remember this, I was pissed off because you were not seeing logic as usual, and you say, well, you just let it go. No, you don't let it go, man. What if she lets it go for a month? You know what you do? You sit down, you have date night, and then you just watch a lot of Tom Selleck movies till she gets the hint, okay?
Oh, so you think you stash her?
Yeah, you just stash the hell out of her till she gets the hint.
You got stubble on the double? Whose responsibility is it to tell you about stubble on the double? I want to go to Lisa first, Lisa. What is the responsibility? Is that a sweetie thing? Is that a friend thing? Is that a work thing? Is that like who's supposed to tell a woman about, you know, her weight, if she's got a stubble, like what?
Well,
I don't want to put my opinion out before I get yours, Lisa. Not doing that.
Well, I got it from my eyebrow lady. Well, she was doing my eyebrows. She goes, "You want lip too?" I'm like, "Yes, okay."
Okay, all right, because
you want lip too, Harry Lip? Harry Lisa? Oh, it's Harry Lisa night here today.
it is so 50-50 on the 106 KHQ Morning Show Facebook page.
Well, Jeff, what spawned this conversation?
Well, we have a friend who he said, "I want you to put this out there," and he sent us a picture, and I used a similar picture. Okay, so it's not her. So people said that. I'm like, no, that's not her. So he,
take it easy, people.
His wife is his wife has grown a little stubble above the lip. She hasn't done anything with it, and he's saying, "Okay, do I say something? Do I? Is this a line that you don't cross? Like when you say, hey, you look like you could lose a few. Is it in that same realm? Do you say something to her, or do you just keep quiet?"
Would a woman not notice that, though, Lisa? Honestly, a woman notices if she gains weight. So, wouldn't you notice that?
I would hope you would notice it.
So, why would she be leaving it?
I don't.
We didn't want to put her picture up, but it's very similar.
Maybe she's got sensitive skin. Maybe she can't do anything about it. Maybe she really hasn't thought that it's that noticeable.
231-947-1106. Whose responsibility is it?
Should he say something, or do you just go on with your day, my man, and just let it be? You might. I think there's people saying that as well.
No better way to start than with a husband. John, good morning, man. What do you think about this?
Good morning. I think he should rip it off like a Band-Aid and tell her quick and short and sweet, because I think the longer you leave it, what if years go by and then he mentions it one day and then she thinks about all the years that she had that. And also, I think my advice to him is don't make it this big thing. Like, I got to tell you this thing. Don't take it personally. Just be driving in the car one day and be like, hey, you ever thought about doing laser on your upper lip?
Oh, yeah.
Just so you're saying nonchalantly tell your wife she has a mustache?
Yeah, just one good solid time. And then, trust me, she'll do something about it. And it'll be over before you know it.
Yeah, you're sitting in the Arby's drive-thru, and you just go, you know what? Before we get the beef and cheddar, let me tell you this: laser that up there on the lip. I'm sure that'll go over well.
Your mustache is thick.
Yeah.
That's marriage.
Want to weigh in on the conversation? Call Rizzo now. 231-947-1106. It's 106 KHQ.
Whose responsibility is it to tell your wife, your girlfriend, or ladies to tell you, listen, maybe you gained a few. Maybe you should, X-nay on the stubble. Now, and I don't know. Maybe it's not even of the same ilk, Jeff. We have a friend who called us. Why he would call us, don't know. None of us have wives. And said, what should I do? Do I tell my girl to shave it? And we're like...
Well, I think that's what he wanted to hear from people that would call in and say, probably from ladies more than anything, is this a good idea? Do you just keep quiet about it? And, we have it up. We're talking about it on the 106 KHQ Morning Show Facebook page.
What are people saying, though, Jeff?
It's very 50-50.
Really?
Casey said, my man better tell me. You have Debbie saying they're married. If it's something that bothers him, you got to let him know. And then people are just saying,
Is it different if you're married? So okay, if it's your girlfriend versus your wife.
You would think that if you are married that you should be able to communicate anything, but then in the same instance, there's some things that you just don't say. I mean...
Lisa, you've been married 3 times. Is that acceptable from your husband? But not from your sweetie.
I would feel self-conscious about it no matter what way it was presented. I would want to know about it, but it's kind of like, one of those your fly's open kind of things.
You're like, you want to know, but you don't.
No, exactly.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Even Alicia says you tell people when they have something in their teeth. Not this. She already knows.
And see, that's the thing. 231-947-1106. What would you advise this guy to do? Does he keep his mouth shut? Does he say something? Does he hint at it? We had a woman call and say, hey, tell the girlfriends. So we got Tina on the phone. Tina, who's responsible for this discussion?
Well, I don't even know if it could even be a discussion. It's close to Valentine's Day. What woman wouldn't want a day at the spa to get pampered?
Wow.
So just book her an appointment.
Yeah. When you buy her a little spa package, just tell the lady at the spa kind of what you want done. They will and she'll come out feeling like a new woman, and hopefully she'll get the hint to, like, maybe I got to do that a little more often.
So maybe, Tina, just maybe, she knows it's Valentine's Day, and maybe, just maybe, she wants a day at Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, and she's purposely leaving the mustache in hopes that he thinks like you, Tina.
I don't know.
No, just trick her. All right, a little trickeration and get it done that way, all right?
It's time to shave.
Right.
Yes.
Right. No more shave convo, just here's a present, dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he can tell her he doesn't enjoy mustache, but that'd be rude.
Yes, that's terrible. My God. Tina! This is Tina!
Wake up in the morning. Mornings never sounded better. Wake up. The 106 KHQ Morning Show with Rizzo. Hits 106 KHQ.
You mentioned the stubble. You may be in trouble. Since 106 KHQ. I'm trying here.
I know.
That was good.
Yeah. All right. You're rhyming about stubble.
I'm rhyming stubbles. All right, Ashley, good morning.
Good morning.
So, your thoughts, the stubble. Do you say something? Do you not? Is that crossing a line? Is that like talking about weight?
Ooh.
No, it's definitely not talking about weight. And if your girlfriends don't tell you, which they always should, if your husband doesn't tell you, he's not doing it right. He's got to do it nice in a calm way, not in front of people, just at home. It's going to be uncomfortable for both of them, but you absolutely have to tell her.
So this falls on the girlfriends, number one.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so
if my friends didn't tell me about lip stubble, we would be throwing down over cocktails.
Throwing down?
Real housewives fight here, huh? Okay.
Hey, you sound like a group I want to hang out.
Yeah, tell your girlfriends about lipstick on the teeth, about jacked up makeup on your collar, especially lip stubble. That's 100% on your girlfriend.
So it is not even his response. Say, all right, I'm glad.
No.
So we say this is for the girlfriends. So you say something to the girlfriends.
This could help him out. Yeah.
Maybe he could say something to the girlfriends, and then the girlfriends
say
could
something maybe to her best girlfriend that he's close with. But
got it.
It's definitely on the girlfriends first.
Okay,
man,
Ashley, that's your girlfriend.
Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, girlfriend.
You're welcome.
All right.
Want your voice heard? But can't get through? Leave a comment on the 106 KHQ Morning Show Facebook page. Hits 106 KHQ.
That mustache on your face, do you want somebody who you love to say, hey, shave the stash? It's 106 KHQ.
Partly cloudy, scattered snow showers, a high of 31 today. We've got Alpena schools closed due to illness. The Road and School Report brought to you by ServPro of Gaylord, Sheboygan, Bel Air, Kalkaska, Lake City, and Grayling, where they make fire and water damage like it never even happened.
Jeff, in the middle of quite the quandary this morning, our friend reached out to us and
very nervously
and asked us for our advice.
Yeah, his wife, she's got a little stubble above the lip. It happens, okay? Sometimes it happens with age. It just happens all together. And does he say something? Because it's there. You would think that, she notices it's there. But he's at the point where he's like, do I say something and let her know? Or do I just keep the peace, in a sense, and let it be? What do I do in this situation?
231-947-1106. So here's the situation. Head over to the 106 KHQ Morning Show Facebook page if you're having trouble getting through the phone lines. Jeff, what are some people saying?
I see people suggesting this. I think this would be worse. I don't know. Michelle says stubble infers stiff and pokey. Help her out and buy her an electric shaver. As I've gotten older, I've used one and my facial hair grows in light and and not stubbly? I mean, do you come with the
do you get the shave gift? See, I don't know. I would probably say something, which is probably why I'm single, not married, and have no children. But I feel like, honesty is the best policy. And again, aside from a woman's weight, I feel like if you're with somebody, you could say, hey, hey, what's up with the lip?
Well, that's